Hey guys, welcome to this channel of Blue Vision. I'm Parshvika. Today we're going to talk about what are the different tools in the witchcraft. Now there are so many different tools. There are some traditional tools, some are modern tools, and at the end of the day it's not important to get all the tools. It's important for you to develop the psychic ability or to use your psychic ability in whatever shape format you can. Tools are just the tools. They're just there to help you translate the message from the spirit guides or the channel the message from the spirit guides. So I'm going to talk about some witchcraft tools in this video. Let's dive in. Give this video a big thumbs up. Do consider subscribing for more such videos. If you're interested in esotericism, magic topics, witchcraft, and all that stuff, then consider subscribing. Okay, let's talk about the tools. Keep in mind, everybody has their own tools, and no tool is perfect or right or wrong. It depends which tool you are using. Some people have mastery with some tools, and some people have mastery with other tools. So every tool is right or wrong, whatever you say it. So the first tool that I want to talk about is the tarot card. Now this is the oracle card deck, but I just want to generalize it as a tarot deck. Of course, you can disintegrate into the oracle deck, oracle cards, or any kind of cards. That's the first tool, and this is the one of the most common tool. It's also kind of like a divination tools. You can very well check in Google or on YouTube. So many people doing the tarot card reading, and tarot card can be a great tool, and I feel like it's a great tool for the beginners as well, especially the one who are just starting with the witchcraft or starting with the psychic ability, and they want to master this ability and they want to get their hands on. And this is the best tools as for the beginners to get started, because you get the cards, you can flip them, you can shuffle them, you can set the intentions, you can ask the questions, and then whatever the message comes, you could translate that. So that's a great way, and I love cards. So that's the first tool. The second tool that I'm going to talk about is crystals. Now this is actually the necklace with the crystals. It's the pink stones, and this is the necklace. Now I don't use them in the witchcraft. This is just the necklace that I wear. But yeah, crystals can be great source of divination tools. That could be the crystals in the jewelry, or simple the normal crystals like the you see maybe a pyramid shape or something, or the different shapes, and they could actually help as well. There are so many ways in which they can use the tools. I mean, everybody have different practices. That's what I can say. The third tool that you could have is the necklace. Now of course I can include this in the second one as well as the crystals, but then I keep it separate because in the crystals you can have a small piece of crystal. It need not to be a bracelet or jewelry or a necklace. It can be just a crystal, that's it, a stone piece, that's it. But in the necklace, we're talking about the necklace. So necklace can be made from the crystals, can be made from the beads, can be made from thread, whatever. And you can use it whatever way you want to, but these can also be the great source. Actually, they use the people and they put the spell on that and they give it to somebody who needs it. That could actually help them with the witchcraft. That's what I feel. The fourth tool I want to talk about is the pendulum. Now pendulum could be in the form of the necklace, or could it be like this? I think the pendulum mostly in the form of the necklace, but then you don't have to wear the necklace. But pendulum could be a great method for witchcraft. It could be really tricky in the beginning, because you have to, when you are asking a question or you're setting the intentions, when you're doing the when you're using the pendulum, you need to keep your hand still, because if your hand is not still, then you can move in this direction or this direction, and that would be voluntary. It has to be involuntary. It has to come from the spirit guide. So it's like a little bit, I think it's a little bit more tricky for the beginners. That's what I feel like. But again, everybody has gifted with something or the other. So it's not restricting you that beginners can't use it, but it's just what I think. That's it. The another tool that I have is the stars. Now, the stars can be form of the metallic stars, metal stars, plastic stars, crystal stars, or this is a raisin star. It's like a raisin one at the back instead. It's also the gray way to use in the witchcraft. The crystals, the stars, the planets, these are very great for using that. Another one we have is, I don't have it right now, but then I've seen the people using is the candles. Candles are very great. Candles are not just a source of light, but also the great process or the great tool for healing as well, for spirituality as well, for religion practices as well, and also for the witchcraft practices. And I love candles, and I feel like everybody loves it because everybody loves light, right? So that's also the great way to use it, the witchcraft. Another one that we have is the Book of Shadows. Now, Book of the Shadows can be a tool or can be a method or a journal where you can write down your spells, where you can record all the things that you have did in your witchcraft. Like you can record or you can journal your life, how it's going in the witchcraft. You could write your spells, you can talk about the crystals, stones, witchcraft tools, like you can do literally anything. There's so much. And people, I've seen so many people creating their own shadow book. I never did it, Book of Shadow, but I feel like it's not that important. And also, if you feel like somebody can read your book, then it can be a little bit tricky. So again, it depends. Another is your pen and paper. Pen and paper, everybody has it. You can use it. You can use the power of the psychic ability. One of the psychic ability is automatic writing. This is also the psychic ability, and you can use the witchcraft as also as a psychic ability, and you can use it as a generaling. Like you can channel the message from the spirit guide, and you can keep on writing on the piece of paper without thinking, without judging, just writing it down. And then when you go back to your human state, then you can read that message and translate it and help the other people with that. So general and paper or pen is really helpful. Another tool is runes, and I think runes, yes, runes. Now runes is also new for me because I never used them in the witchcraft. I never seen anybody using it, and it's something very new tool. But I've seen the people creating the runes from the stones, from the clay, and then they put the different languages on there. Like there's so many different languages of the witchcraft. You can learn more about it. That's also the way. Another thing that you could use in the witchcraft is the herbs. Yes, especially the green witches or the plant focused witchcraft. The people use the herbs. Herbs are very, very great. There are so many herbs you can use it. Herbs are also used in spirituality and healing, and herbs are really helpful. There's so many. You can use the dry herbs, or you can use the fresh leaves or fresh flower as well. That could also work. Another is like water. Water is a great source of healing, can also be used as a tool for witchcraft. Like a glass full of the bowl or crystals kept in the bowl or something like that, that could also work. Another one I want to talk about is the crystal ball. Now, of course, I covered about the crystals, but then I was talking about the small stones or crystals. But then here I want to talk about the crystal ball, the big ball that you've seen in the movies oftentimes or in shows. And that's how the people also translate it. That's also the way or form of witchcraft. Yes. Another tools I've seen the people using as the swords or the wands or the knives. Like, I don't know how they use it, but that's also the one of the way they can use it in the witchcraft. And another tool, and the last one that I'm going to talk, obviously there could be a lot of the tools that literally you can use anything to use as a tool. Yes. Whatever you feel like you connected with that thing, you can use it as a tool for a witchcraft, to ask any question, to practice your psychic ability, whatever. Whichever tool you feel connected to, you can use it. Everybody use their own tools, whichever felt they feel comfortable, and it helped them. So hopefully this video will going to help you understand a little bit about the tools of witchcraft. Let me know what you think. If you use any kind of tools in the witchcraft, let me know. If you have any experience, also let me know. Thank you so much. I'll see you the next time. Bye guys.